What's up, what's down? Tell me something going around. Let's discuss the light of day. Spitting truth, come with me. What's up, what's down? Nothing's ever out of bounds. There has to be a better way. Always something of a better play. Hero Shack Day, Hero Shack Day, Hero Shack, baby things. Hero Shack, hey, Hero Shack, yeah. Hero Shack, daily things. Here we go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hero Shack Daily Things, episode 46. I am your co-host, Chris. There's Diana, the other co-host.
Here.
Hello, Miss Diana.
Hello.
I see you're wearing the lovely violet vamp.
I am
Nice.
tonight.
So tonight we're facing a snowstorm. We're expected to get up
We
to a foot
are.
of snow. It's already lovely. We've already had our employment canceled for tomorrow due to weather. So we're here tonight to talk a little bit. First of all, I want to apologize to anybody who was watching last night when I had my little meltdown. But that's the way it goes when, kids and criminals come up. I get very sensitive about the issue. And as everybody knows, I will blow up. I did apologize to my friend Rick, and he accepted, but I just felt like I should probably say something before we go too deep tonight, right?
I think that's a very wise thing to do.
I didn't do it to be wise, but thank
I
you.
know.
Yeah, so tonight I released a video short, sort of the what will likely be the cover for Cyclopean 8. And what's up, Cap? Yeah, I was gonna say if somebody was paying attention, you'd see little hints about what's coming up. But I'm very psyched about what's going on. And that sketch actually started this morning. I woke up, I knew what I wanted pretty much, and
Right.
I just knocked it out. And that's what's been happening lately with the art. It's just been such a blessing to just sit down and have it smooth out and run out. And there's still a long way to go, but I'm very happy with the way it's going. And what else can you ask for in life, right?
I'm
I
glad.
don't know.
I'm happy if you're happy.
No, I want you to be happy if you're happy. You're the
No.
editor-in-chief. You can't be happy if I'm happy. Find something to pick on me about.
I won't do that on a live stream.
Well, no,
I-
but I mean, as my editor.
I
I can take it though, as you saw. I handle this. I handle situations wonderfully.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would say that was a wonderful way to do it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the diplomatic way to say it.
of course. So we got an email that the books will be in Friday. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, that's exciting. That means it's
Yep.
coming up. Yeah. So I wanted to mention the frog in the front. He is going to have a very funny role in this story. Yeah, he is going to face the wrath of Cyclopean, but I can't say anything, because if I say anything to tip the scales, you guys won't be surprised when you read it, right, Diana?
I agree. I don't think you need to really talk about
Well, we do need to talk about the Great
Details.
Cyclopean, though,
of
because
the
issues 1 through 6
Mhm.
are available right now in PDF form at HeroShack.com. When we launch number 8, after we deliver number 7,
Mhm.
we'll be, initiating a premiere for that on HeroShack.com. And hopefully we get to start hearing from the readers, because I know they're out there. And I know it's a struggle to reach that button and hit email, but maybe I'll come up with a form to make it easier.
That'd be cool. A miscellaneous form.
Well, there is a form for joining our mailing list if anybody's interested. It's at
Mhm.
heroshack.com as well. And these are
Yep.
things I need to start pushing because, frankly, I don't promote my site almost at
Mm.
all.
No, I know.
So we'll be making a focus on all of that.
Right.
The idea is to increase our range. Um, we want to go from being a walkie-talkie to being a cell phone, which means we're international.
Hmm.
And actually, we are. We've had sales all over the world. It's just obviously not in the quantity that one would desire. And when we get to where we got to go, we got plans. Last
Yeah.
night, I was talking about kind of like making a pledge to the customers, which I am going to do formally. I think that's a good
Hmm.
idea. But more explicitly, I really am looking to find a way to create a system that people can use to teach kids how to make comics.
Right.
Whether they're after school clubs or community clubs at the local Y or wherever people can,
Right.
throw down a pile of pencils and a stack of paper and say, all right, let's talk about making a comic.
Uh-huh.
Um, and there are ways to do that, efficiently.
Hmm.
A lot of it is just getting the right mindset.
Right.
I was looking at Scott McCloud's book about comics, and really, the ability to make a comic out of almost anything makes it something that almost anybody should be able to do. I was surprised that none of the kids were interested in doing a photograph comic, but that is,
Yeah, that was interesting. You did suggest that. They're like, no, we gotta draw it. Like,
yeah.
oh,
But I do
okay.
think there are kids out there that could benefit from from that,
Mhm.
particularly kids that are nonverbal or very visual.
Right.
Imagine the ability for them to take photographs and then fill those photographs with some sort of dialogue to express how they feel about something when they really just can't verbalize it.
Right.
There's all sorts of applications that
Mhm.
comics can be used for, and that's because comics have been around since we were drawing on cave walls. Hello,
Yeah,
it's just a fact.
that's true. You know.
I know. I
You
love to bring that up because we don't think of it that way, but one of the reasons we have kids that can really draw really well at an early age is because it's in their blood, it's in their heritage,
know.
it's in their genes.
Hmm.
Um, and I like to believe that there's some of that in my genes too. It's not like a exclusive thing because we've all gone to school, we've all been kids. Every kid can draw.
Right.
Doesn't mean they can draw well, but they all can draw. Well, it's
Most
like
people.
anything. Drawing really takes time. I've almost never sat down and looked at any kid's art and been like, wow, this is world changing. However,
Right.
every single one of them starts somewhere. And that's where,
Hmm.
if you go out to the farm and you look at all the little buds coming up and you're going to be thinking, those aren't going to be corn. And then those little stalks keep growing and growing. And before you know it, you got corn. It's just the way it works.
Hmm.
Heck yeah. Kid friendly. But really, I think there needs to be an effort to do something to assure parents, it sounds crazy, but I don't even think they're looking for it anymore because it's not offered. And where it is offered, it's not promoted properly, I don't think. Otherwise, we'd all know about it.
Hmm.
And that's just marketing and money, and we have at least half of that.
Right.
We have the marketing ideas. Whether or not those will work, I'm not sure, but we have ideas.
Right.
I think a lot of it really will ride on the artwork and the story, and I think I don't want to toot my own horn, but every issue gets better. So
Hmm.
as long as the trajectory keeps going up, we're going to be looking really good by the end of issue 12.
I agree.
I mean, I'm already like, gosh, it's mind blowing to sit there and watch the thing come together.
Hmm.
And then, like, seriously, I'm looking back at the older issues and I'm so wanting to redraw everything, but I know how much time that'll take.
Right. Well, I think
And
we
on
have an awful lot of work to do in other areas for the business. So, um, yeah.
well, what other? Yeah.
Well, if we want to seriously think about doing presentations as part of the services that we offer, that has to be investigated. It has to be put together and all of that, right? Hello? Did you leave me? I
No,
think
no,
you
no.
just left.
No, no,
Oh.
I'm right here.
Oh my gosh. Well, you didn't say like no or
No, I was
yeah or
muted for
whatever.
a moment. I have heard some ideas. People have given me some ideas.
Okay.
Um, specifically, like there are grants in Massachusetts
Yep, I knew that.
for just such a thing that we should apply
Mm,
for.
yep.
And I think that's that's a very possible
Well, to
avenue.
get materials that we need, let's say we wanted to go in with our own set of iPads for a creators club. You know what I mean? For a comic
Absolutely, yeah,
creator,
with the pencils.
something like that. Not for the big presentation, but you know, that kind of a thing would be good.
Well, and the thing is, we can honestly work at achieving some sort of I don't know if this is the right word, but almost like a form of investment, where
Hmm.
a special tier where
Yeah.
you can spend twice as much on a book and guarantee that a kid in a club gets a book, but
Right.
specifically like a how-to book. I want to put together some easy to understand, comprehensive practice book that we can affordably get to each kid when they do a club.
Right.
Something black and white in the $2 to $3
Hmm.
range that we can affordably seek funding for to
Hmm.
get. Ideally, would love to give everybody a full color book and everything, but the printing
Right.
costs on those are too high. But a
Right.
small black and white book that guides them, because I know one thing kids love to do is they love to see how you did it.
Uh-huh.
That's why I've
That's
been
true.
doing the time lapse videos,
Yep.
because
No,
they do
I
kind
think
of muck.
that's very important stuff. You know? And I am excited about it, and I can't wait to really carve out enough time in our day to sit down, you and I, and come up with some things um, for the presentation and how we want to approach it with the ideas that both of us have kind of accumulated with talking to, you know, our
Our
coworkers and
peers,
stuff like that. Yeah, because
our
I know you
professionals.
have. I feel like you have more contact with more of the teachers than I do because I just basically go pick up the kids and I talk about the student. I can't just walk into a classroom and say, "So, I'm kind of what Chris and I are thinking
Well,
about."
the
Like, I
problem is when I talk about it, I've only had one serious discussion,
yeah,
because most people, it's really funny because comics still carry a lot of the same stigma that they always have. So when they
yes,
hear I do comics, I get the glazed over, "Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. Do you mean you write them?" And I go, "No, no, no. I mean, I do comics." "Oh, you collect them?" "No, I mean, I do the whole thing. I do comics. I create them."
right,
"Oh," and then I have to like literally explain to them what I do, and they never really catch on. And with the comic book club, it's getting better,
yep,
except it's very hard for them to appreciate the gains when the kids are doing things in class that they shouldn't be doing. Like when I'm having to like look at a kid and go, "Please stop drawing in class because your
right,
teacher is telling me you're gonna not be able to be a member
yeah,
of the
yeah. I ran into that when I went to go ask about a student, and
club."
oh, yeah,
But
it
you know
was
what?
pretty
I
bad.
do completely understand and get excited by that because I was that kid. I was the
Right.
kid that as soon as I finished the spelling test, the paper got flipped and I was drawing, something on the back. It didn't matter if it was
Hmm.
Spider-Man, Captain or Cyclopean, Moonstar, the Titans, the Avengers. It didn't matter. I was drawing. And there are kids
Right.
that still do that. And that's
Hmm.
the exciting thing for me because I worry that kids are not connected with my um my belief in comics. They're not connected with the
Okay.
legacy comics. They don't have the heroes
Right,
that I've
right.
had, but they still have the desire to create something,
Mhm.
to watch something, to read something. Good evening, Outcast. Welcome to the
Hey,
chat.
Outcast.
Uh, yeah.
Again, I want to just thank Outcast for mentioning Hero Shack
Yes.
while he
Thank you.
was he got Melvin the Melvin special book. I can't wait to hear your review about it. The artwork looked incredible, and I'm sure the story will match it as well. But I just wanted to do a quick shout out. I'm sorry, honey. Go ahead. Go ahead. Continue.
No,
Carry
feel
on.
free. No, please. I'm taking this opportunity. Actually, talk for about 30 seconds. I left a Pepsi on the kitchen table and I really need to drink it.
Can I set the timer and see if it really is 30 seconds so you when you get
You
back?
can, but make them like New York seconds. I know how your minute is. So,
Stop already. So yeah, so I am also trying to get more on social media and just looking at different other creators' videos and other creators' channels. I'm really looking for creators who have comic books that are geared towards kids or like maybe middle school, elementary, middle school, high school kids and stuff like that, so that we can maybe sub to them as well and develop a professional relationship. So I happened to see Melvin and there at Outcast Comics. He was just letting us know that he got the book in. I think that's awesome. And so I listened to your stream, your video rather, and I was sort of surprised that you mentioned the Hero Shack and Rick, but they're very thankful. And I looked also, I think I told you last time, your comic that you're working on, that looks really cool. Can't wait for you to get it all together and get it out there. Okay, I did not set the timer, but it felt like a definite New York seconds.
hey, no,
to
I
be
made
good.
it. I made it back.
Mhm.
It was 27 seconds when I first sat down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but you were talking, so I didn't want to stop you.
it's okay. I mean, you can stop me anytime you'd like, sir.
Well, no, that's about all I wanted to do was go get a Pepsi.
Okay.
So what else is happening? I mean, the book is coming along every day. It's getting further and further. Side projects are on the side happening as we speak.
Mm-hmm. I
I
was
have
going to
not
try to get the doll
gotten into
tonight.
the sketch cards.
Yeah, you've got to get this guy. Well, I know you'll get them. I mean, you're obviously going to get
I'm
them done, but
procrastinating, so I can see these literally being done the day before she's ready to ship. But it will
I
happen.
don't.
It's not a problem.
Of course, it'll happen. We know that.
Yeah.
That's how you do things. That's how you do things. You do things
Certain
like that.
things,
You gotta
certain things.
understand.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm committed to though is the book.
What's that?
I'm sure you've noticed. I go like when I finish the book, any book,
Yeah.
I say I'm going to take some time off, which turns into about 24 to 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then I start sneaking in the thumbnails and I start working on the first page and
Right.
quietly I start finishing it. Like if you look at my thumbnails for the book right now, there's 2 pages
Mm-hmm.
colored. And
Right.
that wasn't because I wanted to color them. It was just because I did. And like the rest of them are all like black and white art.
It's so funny. Like, I'll just randomly color these two just because I felt like it. Why not?
Well, like I usually do the whole page and then go to the next one. This time I'm doing all the art first. And then
Mhm.
I'm going on to the coloring because I'm going to make a serious effort at improving the colors. I love my colors, but I think I can do more with them.
Yeah.
Obviously, I love my colors. Otherwise, I wouldn't color.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that my liking of bright contrasting colors
Yeah.
is often not to the neurological liking. So I am trying to study more color theory. I'm looking up things on Google like colors that I don't like. And I'm kidding. It's not that bad. But it is kind of funny because my natural eye is drawn to fluorescence.
Yeah.
I like exciting colors, like the lime green wall behind me.
Yeah.
That's the color of my car. I like that color. I wear that color. I have that color for socks.
Yep, he does.
Yeah. And of all the
I can
fluorescents,
always
it's my
find him though
favorite.
when we go out. That's the good thing about the lime green.
Yeah, it stands
And
right out.
our students will always say, I saw Mr. T. Mr. T drove by me today on my way to school. I said, oh, did he now? They all
Yeah,
know his car.
it's the comic man's
They all know,
mobile.
there's Mr. T, there's his car. And the parents are like, oh dear God.
Well, I
There's a
have
lime
managed.
green.
I've noticed I've managed to get the public reputation to be referring to me as the guy who does comics, which is a long way. It used to be the guy who does computers, but the fact is, with all the stuff we've been doing in the shows and the local shows, all
Who's
the kids are
referring to you as that?
just people in general, adults and kids. I've been called the guy who does comics a lot lately.
There you are.
Well, that's good though. We need to get that kind of reputation to launch anything.
Right. Exactly.
But that takes time too in itself, you know. This is above all else. To thine own self be true. You guys rock. Thank you, sir. Sir, listen to me. Yeah, man. I appreciate it. I wish that we rocked a little harder. But my wife is right. She keeps me in check because I get very emotional about certain things, and I think it's for the right reasons. But a lot of times, emotion can scare people away.
Sometimes it's the execution. But after the fact, and things have settled down, and when you are not so emotionally charged, you're able to explain it.
I'm not the Punisher. There is no execution.
But what I'm saying is,
You know what I mean? Like, I don't go hunting people down going, you can't say data, it's data. I don't freak out about stuff.
All right, I'm not even going to say anything.
So,
So, guys,
I'm not that kind of
okay.
freak.
I'm gonna change the subject a bit. Not a lot, just a bit. Oh God,
Let's
here
hear
he
it.
goes.
Let's hear it. Here we go.
I have not fully assembled Cyclopean just yet. He's still in pieces, but his eye is done, and I'm thinking it's looking okay. But I will know once it is fully assembled, because I think
Are you going to get on
going-
camera and show it?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Well, he's not really assembled yet. Let's see.
What kind of shape is my hero in here tonight?
He's
in pieces, you said.
he's literally in pieces. I was sewing until you started.
I'm torn to pieces.
Unfortunately, here he is.
Oh. But wait,
He's literally in
Oh,
pieces.
let me see his eye. Let me see his eye.
Okay, so here is his
Now, let me make
eye.
you big. Let me make you big.
Okay,
All
wait.
right. No,
So
that
as you-
actually looks really good.
So see this here? This is all in hand stitch. And it's my very, very first time doing this. I see a couple little, there's a blue
But it's
thread
way
on the
better
eyeball.
than trying to paint it or
Well,
print
yeah,
it.
it's better than trying. I think it's going to look way better with less thread is what I'm going to go with. My daughter suggested do one with less thread. So anyhow, he's not stitched together, but he will be. I'm going to work on him later tonight after the stream if we're not streaming too late. So that is what I have been doing.
Well, I've been drawing.
I know. Well, that's just one thing. I mean, I've been doing a lot of stuff, but
No, that was all I drew today. Of course, I worked, but when I came home, basically, I focused on getting it to where it is. I mean, there's still a lot to go. I still have to color it. The background needs a lot more detail. I was like, heck, this is fun. I'm going to put this up. The goal next is to really see if I can get the Cardinal backup story ready. I have plenty of time, so I'm hopeful. I want to get moving on the Titans book, and I've been touching up the art on that. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff. It is fun, but right now, of course, it's weird because my heart goes to what I want to like move with, and that's the Cyclopean. Um, so that's where my energy keeps pouring, and I really have to divert it.
Right.
And I know when, like when you're doing your roughs and they start getting sloppy, you know when to move on to the other project because you're just getting, oh, here I go again, trying another one eye guy.
That's
Here we
true. And so you are how many pages into 8 right now? I know you counted them the other
18.
day.
18. Yeah. So the main story, I still have another 6 pages.
Mhm.
The backup, I'd like to have, gosh golly, I'd like to make it 8 pages. We'll see. But I'm thinking at least 6.
Okay.
And that's, going to be to try to introduce the ancient lore leading up to the
Mhm.
story.
Right, because he's included now in the background part of the story.
Yeah. Well, I can neither confirm or deny. I would recommend you go watch Time Lapse Art by Chris Tamulevich, episode 24. And there are hints in that artwork.
I know.
How do you know?
I'm your editor. I know that. You told me.
I just played
He's
it for
so
the first time
sassy.
tonight. I played it for the first time tonight. Did you see it?
Hmm.
Did you?
Yeah, I was watching.
Okay. Yeah, this stuff. So there are changes in the background though if you watch. Like for instance, if you look at the guys in the sky, they go through a
Yeah.
little more. So see right there was a change.
Hmm.
Initially I had them like that, and then I go
Yeah.
here. And what is happening with that guy on the top? Right around 11 o'clock.
I don't know. It's interesting.
You don't know, do you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can neither confirm or deny, Mr. Santomocino. Let's just say I'm having a lot of fun, but pay attention to that change. That change is critical. See, he went from like that almost looks like what? Like he's like a landing on with a parachute or something, right? He's kind of floating,
Hmm.
but that implies something a little different, doesn't it? Now he looks
Yeah.
almost like I don't know, like a torpedo, like he's faster than a speeding bullet.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, in the 17th. Yeah, so basically I took great care to make sure that everything from issue 8 is represented here.
Yeah.
So that's all the hints we can give tonight. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's it. It's
yeah.
all the hints. Okay.
But as you can tell, it's going to be a wraparound cover. Speaking with Captain here, I realized those are very popular and they're blast to draw. So there we go with this one. As you can see, I equals Sum is struggling to hold back Cyclopean, who is reaching out for Fiber Frog, who is frantically trying to get away. And yeah, this is going to be a blast. I got to take that off the screen now. Oh, I went the other way. So I'm having fun with it, as you know.
Yeah.
Poor Diana has to read this stuff, and she gets all like, "You're doing what?" And I'm like, "Yeah, just watch this. Watch this."
It's a never-ending.
Well, the thing about it is when you write like the plot, and you're not forced to stick into a very stringent script that was sent to you,
Right.
you can be flexible. If I have a character that I was planning on using and I want to put somebody else in that position, he only needs to fulfill that part of the plot, or she. Changes are not impossible because very few parts of the story are written in stone except for where Cyclopean's growth comes in.
Right.
and literally, I mean growth, like as in, oh my God, how big did he just get? I'm very excited because if anybody's familiar with, I believe his name is Dale Keown. He's a famous Hulk artist and a pit. He created the pit and drew that.
Mhm.
But I'm really using a lot of his techniques to start drawing a bigger Cyclopean.
Mm,
And he's incredible. I'm nowhere near him, but when I look at his art and then I draw the Cyclopean,
right.
it's much easier for me to envision a big bulking character. See how I didn't want to use the H, so I said bulking character. Yeah. But yeah, it's part of his evolution. It's part of the plan, as are other things. There's a big happening with Forevertron, who is actually, coming up to the climax of his storyline. But he's back there in the background on the front cover itself.
Uh-huh.
And he's
Well,
back
I
there with,
particularly like his eyeball.
oh, the way he's kind of
Um,
like freaking out.
Well, for those of you that are familiar with Cyclopean, his eye is everything. So if you look at his eyeball, it's like, oh, looking a little upset.
Tony, that is perfect. Nobody can see it unless I share it, but he has found the
Wow.
perfect body for the great Cyclopean.
Oh, how
Oh my
cool is
God, yeah,
that?
totally perfect. Hang on, I'll show
That's
you.
awesome.
I don't know if I should show you. I can show you later,
Yeah, that's good.
but I
That's
don't know if
fine.
I'm supposed to share it in public yet.
Just remember who knocked him out first. That's right.
Hey, that doesn't mean you can't again either. But yeah, there's so actually the way that it's laid out, there's a reason that I equals sum is the one at his arm.
Mhm.
There's a reason the frog is running, and the timing of everything else is all kind of in sequence to how it's going to happen. As I was saying with Forevertron, though, he has a connection with Queen Sting. And yeah, that storyline isn't quite dead yet. That's been going on since
Wow.
actually, it started in issue
A
1.
long time.
Yeah, it's exciting because that one's coming to a semi conclusion in this issue. I mean, the character Queen Sting is done in this particular series in this
Right.
issue. But yeah, she is not like going to be deceased. She can always come back at a later date. And Forevertron is very similar to Doctor Doom, where even if he gets destroyed, he can come back in another body because he's basically a robot
Right.
with a program running, not necessarily a conscious sentient being, but a receiver of the sentient beings
Mhm.
and yeah, all that fun stuff. The only one not on the cover is Master Mutator, but he's actually in the sky in a craft, so he's not actually in the battlefield.
Yeah, but he's there.
But I mean on the cover,
Right.
right?
But he's in the story, right?
Yeah, he is.
That's what I thought.
I'm excited. I could keep talking, but I'm going to reveal stuff, so
I know.
I think I'm done talking about it. I should get the picture out because looking at it, I want to explain more.
Mhm.
I
You're so
shall not.
funny.
I must keep
You're so funny. But yeah, I'm excited. We need to keep our secrets for now because it really is
Well,
a
it's what
super
makes
fun
the
book.
story memorable, right? I mean,
Right.
if we say everything up front, then like there's
Mhm.
no surprises when you're reading it. And I like giving you guys like the oh snap moments. So yeah, I don't want to take the snap away. I want to hand you fresh celery, not soggy, yucky stuff. Does that make sense? Snap, fresh celery. Oh, Diane is muted. She must be having a sneeze attack or something, is my guess. Well, while she's muted, I'll sit here and try to sound as cool as I can. No, I will not. So tomorrow night's Thursday. I'll probably finally do the retro gaming show, which means I'll be playing some good old retro games and sharing my thoughts. And actually, I think I'll talk to you guys a little bit about handheld machines. Right now, I am without any handheld machine outside of our Switch. And that's because my flip battery swelled up, and I gave away my S2 to education. And yeah, I had a 3 Plus that the shoulder went bad, so I find myself without an emulator, except for on my computer, of course. So I can play, I can talk about it, but I can't take it on the
Sorry about
road.
that.
It's mad. Hey, honey.
I
I might actually buy an emulator just to have one. Like they have some affordable ones under $80 that I could get.
Why?
I mean, 80 complete. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because I miss it.
Oh, why don't you order the one that you want? You don't even know which one you want.
$200 one?
Well,
Well,
maybe not that one, but
see, the thing is, I'm really seriously considering ordering something that will fit in my pocket and be durable.
mhm.
Would you like to see what I'm considering?
Sure.
I mean, it could help us fill the last few minutes, and I could show you what I'm talking about, and
so he's
kind of
shopping
lead
again.
into tomorrow night's show.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Why don't
So-
we do that? Is that what you're doing tomorrow night?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
There are various models, but like I could get the $50 64 gigabyte.
Yeah.
I don't really think I want that one. I could get the $62 one, which is a little better.
Yeah.
And then it really all depends on what I want. Like, so this one here would be sufficient to play all my 16-bit and under, which
Mhm.
might be okay for a portable emulator in my pocket. But then again, I could, you can go up and get better ones. Actually, you didn't see this one here. You only, yeah.
Which
then-
one did you said you wanted the Amber and
All right. Do you
Okay.
want to see? I'll show you the first one that I want, but I'm tentative. Okay.
mhm.
Let me just bring it up.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to watch as Christopher does some online shopping.
This isn't shopping. This is just telling you what I would get if I was
Your
going to.
online browsing, wanting to shop kind of stuff.
It would be the Pro. It would be 16 bits fine. I think it comes out to 200 plus shipping. Or it might be 149. No, I think it's 200. This one will play virtually anything that I want to play. It doesn't necessarily play. It doesn't play like the latest game systems, which is fine by me. I'm a retro guy.
So wasn't this the one you had just before?
No, but this is the same company, so I'm a little nervous about wanting this, but it's the best one for $200.
Mm-hmm.
But we can go over to Amber, Nick.
Mhm.
They
I
have
remember
a-
you saying that, and the name I thought was very curious. I'm like, Amber Neck, what the heck is that? But
It's another Chinese company that makes these very cheap emulators, basically.
okay.
But I like them. They're a lot of fun. They play ROMs that are classic. Now, this
Mhm.
one here doesn't have the joysticks, but it has everything else that I would use, like for Super Nintendo, Genesis, and all the games prior.
Mhm.
And this one is $49. So I could pick it. I could pick up a slightly better one from the
Yeah.
same company
Mhm.
and likely be very happy,
Right.
Wow, unless they're on sale, $49 again. That's really affordable. There's a $63. I'm looking. Oh, here we go. This was the one. So this one is 137. It's in a wood case, right? See it?
Is
It's
it just
got-
a wood looking case?
I think
Must
it's
be
actually
just in here.
wood.
No, it's just a wood looking
Wood
case.
grain standard version. No, I believe it's wood. Let me check. Oh, wood grain color. You're probably right. All right.
Yeah, no.
Well, I still think it looks cool.
It is cool, but I'm like, how in the world? That does a lot of carving. That
Well,
would
it
jack the
runs
price up.
Android 12, which is a good sign for me because Android 12 basically means that it will play anything I want.
Yeah.
The 618 processor again isn't quite as good as the Retroid one, but the big attraction to this is
Mhm.
it's smaller and would fit in my pocket and hopefully
Oh.
not get damaged. Hall
Hmm.
joysticks are pretty cool. They're pretty tough. It's got shoulder buttons. I'm looking for that on the back. Okay, that's the speakers. Forced cooling. See the shoulder buttons on the back there.
Mhm.
So yeah, this is probably what I'll go with if I buy one. Well, yeah, I think I will get it. I mean, I don't know about right now, but I think this is what what I'll probably target.
Mhm.
It's cheaper than the $200 one, and yet, I'll check out some reviews, make sure that's okay.
Look tomorrow and find out and let us.
Yeah, well,
Because it's going
maybe
to take doesn't it take like 6 weeks to get here?
it depends where we're ordering it from. This one looks like it's only available through China for us.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they're available in the US. Sometimes you can find them on Amazon for a decent price. And then you can get it, quicker and I want to say safer, but we've only had issues with one time. I remember I was trying to get from AliExpress. I was trying to get this stuff and it got rejected at the at customs. It came in and then they turned it away.
Yeah.
I was very upset, but it was too late for me. I had to live with it.
But you got your money back from that, didn't you?
I don't think we did.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at Tony said good night. He's going to try calling you again tomorrow.
All right, bro. I will
He's
make
home.
sure I'm there.
Well, he's not working, so not
Okay.
working at work, right?
Right. So see, I could get this delivered free and fast with our thing. It says Monday, April 8th. Fastest delivery. I could get it by Friday.
Mm-hmm.
If I order within 2 hours. But it would be $184 from this number, which is what, about $40-$50 higher.
Mm-hmm.
But with the free shipping, it probably comes out to just a little bit more. But there it is. It's not wood grain, this version. I don't know if they have that option.
Okay.
Let's see. Do they have the option?
So, for everybody that's out there watching, as Chris does his perusing about his new emulator, don't forget to check out HeroShack.com and read Great Cyclopean 1 through 6. It's a PDF version. You can just click on the website and it'll bring you right to the books.
Now, each of those are available for sale on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you wait for the next campaign, we always offer it in group bundles. And if we're sending you the book, you're going to get some bling. Whereas if you're ordering it from Amazon, you only get the book. I'm not trying to discourage you, but it's just buyer beware. Because if you buy it for $10 over there, and then you see it available with us for $10, but it's going to come with a handful of stickers and a couple of prints, or whatever the case may be, that's why there's a difference. Because
Right.
like we ship it in a very special box. What are they called? Gemini mailers?
Yes.
Right. Whereas Amazon ships in a bubble wrap envelope, which is typically fine, but you just get a slightly different service from us, direct from us,
Mhm.
where I can sign the book if you so desire, or we have more flexibility about what we can send. We have
Mhm.
T-shirts, we have buttons, and we have more merchandise that will be available shortly.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's really where it's standing, and where we're going to go building it. We're not as big as the big guys, but we're not as little as the little guys. We're just us. Did that make any logical sense?
No, that was kind of crazy. So we are
could
going to be
still roll
wrapping
with
it up. We're wrapping up our little daily things.
Yep. Like a birthday
Um,
gift, like a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
Once we're open, we're just kind of a disappointment.
What? Can you stop talking now? Oh my God. What is wrong with you? You are like, oh. All right, guys, we are getting ready. We are heading out now.
We are.
And God bless y'all. Thank you for stopping in and checking us out.
Dealing with us.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and share the
Yeah.
stream. Tell your friends with kids.
And if you like video games, tomorrow night we'll be doing the retro stuff. Just as a quick offering, I will focus quite a bit on the 2600 and why it is a wonderful system for mobile gaming. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later then, right?
All right.
All
God
right.
bless
So
you.
what video
Peace
should
out.
I close with? I should
Any one
rerun
of
this
them.
one 'cause I really like
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, that's a
All right,
good
let me
one.
pull it back a little bit and see why
All
isn't
right.
it not changing? Okay, wait. I got to get it to move a little so I can see where it is. I really like that video, Barracuda.
Mm-hmm. It's all right.
If you guys haven't guessed, I love Frog Leap Studio. Okay, here we go. Good night, everybody.